Yo, what's up, everybody? Todd Stu here.
DeeforThree, man. How y'all doing? How y'all doing today?
We got a Jersey Talk. We know we normally just do it over the little virtual.
Yeah.
But we got a special episode today. I'm here with locked in with my mans, Daniel. We knew each other for about how many years, bro?
Since middle school?
Middle school, bro.
Nah, it was middle school. Middle school. So 6th grade, bruh.
6th grade. How old is you in 6th grade? You like
11? 10, 11?
That's like 12 plus years.
Yeah.
It's going on 12 years, bro.
Bro, I feel old, bruh.
Old as
I'm about to turn 24 this year.
Word. What year?
98. Oh, November.
Okay. I'm turning 25. I got you probably a few months. I'm 24 in March.
Okay.
March.
Sounds good, bro. Sounds good. Dang.
It's been a minute, bro.
How you been?
I've been chilling, bro. Can't complain. Obviously, I can't hoop myself anymore, but I've been staying close to the game. I've been fairly close to the team. We just had senior night the other night, bro.
Dang.
I got to throw the uniform on.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I threw the uniform on. But I was trying to sneak in the game like, yo, coach, if we get blown out, just throw me in there. Throw me in there a few minutes, you feel me?
Feel that.
Game went into overtime, so I ain't play and everything. But, basically, I just been trying to watch basketball, you know what I'm saying, stay around it.
Right.
You get to see any of the All-Star activities?
A little bit. I was up in New York this time, so I was up with my girl, so I didn't really get to watch too much, you know what I'm saying?
The shawty.
But, yeah, I was watching, I watched the dunk contest mid.
I heard it was trash, bro.
Mid.
I didn't even catch the whole thing. I just saw a few highlights here and there.
I watched a little bit of that. I was trying to watch it and stuff like that. It wasn't all that. I don't know how they're gonna make it better, honestly.
They gotta get rid of that thing, bro.
Yeah, I don't know how do you even make it better? What is it like? You get celebrity dunkers, or
yo, that would be kind of lit. That would actually be kind of lit. But I think the problem right now with the dunk contest is social media has killed everything. Bro.
Yeah, nobody wants to do it. Like Ja Morant don't want to do it. Nobody want to do it. Like.
They want that bag.
Nah, yeah.
They want that bag.
He said, I need a meal.
I need a meal.
Nah, but, what's it called? The All-Star game was pretty cool. With Curry hitting 16 threes, and then we got LeBron hitting that game.
He said,
Cleveland. This is for you.
Yo, that's bro. That was crazy how it just happened in his hometown, bro.
It's like, I don't understand. Like, I was texting my mans the other day. I was like, I don't even understand how you continue to win like this, man.
It's like, what, he 37?
Yeah.
37, bro.
37.
19, 17? Something
like you really couldn't like make that story any better than it was for All-Star Weekend, bro. Being back in Cleveland and all that stuff, and then Curry hitting 16 threes. He was born in Akron, right. I think he was. And then you got LeBron hitting that last one. It's like,
it's crazy, bro. It's
crazy.
It's God-written, to be honest with you, bro. Like, how I look at stuff like that, bro, obviously people get into it and comparing everything Jordan to Michael, bro. But just having a story, like look at them as stories. You know what I'm saying? Like real people. LeBron has been able to accomplish some incredible things in his life and his career.
Right.
And I think just having that small little detail of him hitting the last shot in his hometown with everything going on this year, I think that was a big boost to probably just not necessarily his legacy, because it's, you know what I'm saying, just the All-Star game, but just having just his name, you know what I'm saying, with the Lakers being down, he takes a lot of crap for that, but they came out there, they had fun, and they put on a good show.
Yeah. So, who's your title pick?
Title pick?
Bro. It's a lot of different storylines after the All-Star weekend. Bro. So, we got the 9th seeded Lakers. We'll see how that plays out. I'm never betting against LeBron, and then when AD comes back, but AD can't stay healthy.
I feel for him though, bro. Like
it's sick. He's sick legs, bro.
Sick, bro. Like yo, because you want him to do well, but you also like frustrated. Like bro, you leaving my man's Bron out there, like you know what I'm saying? He butt naked out there, right? He butt naked out there, yo.
It's real life tragic, bro. And it's like with LeBron, it's his last couple years and stuff to really solidify these last, championships and stuff. And you don't got AD. You going in there against Giannis and KD and Kyrie. They lifted up the mandate now, so he's coming back. That big trade with the 76ers and the Nets. So
what you think about that? For both sides?
I mean, honestly, I think that Philly won a trade as of now. I mean, we still got to see what Ben Simmons is going to do as far as like how's his mental health and things like that, which we'll probably talk a little bit more later about mental health and stuff. But I mean, I'm glad that he kind of got out of the situation. You know, I'm guessing for his career. I'm guessing. I don't know if it was
There's
because,
a lot of guessing around him.
I don't know. I mean, with James Harden, he seems like he's locked in and stuff like that. So.
They talking about he took the fat suit off. They talking about he had a fat suit on there. You see him in Houston?
Yo.
He looked like he had like 20 cheeseburgers on his jersey.
Nah, he really did, though. That was a crazy part. But, I mean, they both seem happy. Hopefully, Ben Simmons can be learning from KD and Kyrie. And then, the duo with Embiid and Harden kind of, but I'm a Heat fan, so obviously I don't like that. I don't like these moves going on in the Eastern Conference. It used to be sweet. It's not sweet no more.
It's not sweet, bro. It's not sweet, bro.
But
I think the best thing that with that trade was they acquired Seth Curry as well.
Yeah, that was a good pickup.
That was a great pickup, bro. Because I don't think with the way that the Brooklyn Nets are constructed. Simply just having Ben Simmons was not going to change the problem, bro. They needed another combo guard, another person that can create for themselves and others. And then, what I mean by others, Seth Curry's not a like boom, 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 shake you down and like, you know what I'm saying, go get an ISO bucket. But he creates that space. He creates that space that Ben Simmons is going to need. That Kevin Durant doesn't necessarily need. He creates space himself. But just for the overall team, it's
and also Andre Drummond, they needed somebody in the paint and stuff like that. I mean, obviously he's a little older, not as like he was with the Pistons, right?
Right.
But I mean, to be 6'11", 270 in the paint, and they that's something that they needed. I mean, I don't even know who they had before that. I mean, I know they had DeAndre Jordan. I don't think DeAndre Jordan is there anymore. I don't know.
They had Nick Claxton, young dude.
Oh, yeah.
He's like built like me, but just tall. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he really hold this shit down in the paint, all besides a weak side block or something like that. But yeah, man, I think
it's very interesting. I think it's kind of wide open. I mean, in the West, you got Warriors, you got the Suns, Mavericks. Mavericks just got Dinwiddie.
Yeah,
that was a weird trade. I wasn't expecting that trade. That was a weird trade, but
out of nowhere.
And then you still got Lake Show.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of contenders out there that you definitely need to be in watch for. So I really feel like it's gonna be like those seeded games. It's gonna be like really up in the air. You know what I'm saying?
Because
there's gonna be a lot of different seeds in all different places and stuff like that. But that is not gonna mean how good the team really is. So
that's exactly. It's kind of more of like a college style. Anybody can beat anybody. You feel me? Like a March Madness type thing. I look at it because you got, like you said, those wild cards. You got the Grizzlies. They're at like third or fourth right now.
Yeah, I love the Grizzlies.
They don't have a lot of experience. They don't have any really like playoff experience, bro. But they have a good core, a good hungry young core, bro. So they're thirsty, but at the same time, you don't really know what they're going to do in the playoffs too. So it's gonna be interesting. It's definitely gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be interesting, bro.
We gotta get Ja Morant in that dunk contest. Hey yo, Ja, bro, what you say? You need a bag or something, bro? I don't got the bag, but I'll petition for you for the bag. You feel me? Like, I don't got the bag.
You can sign a petition, put that joint on. I don't even know, was petition.org?
Yeah, something like that. Yo, get it out there. Get it out there, bro. But
cause I've been doing that for a minute at those dunk contests, bro. He's insane, bro.
What do you think about them taking away the dunk contest and potentially putting like a one-on-one in there?
That would be lit, and I think people would like that because you're kind of like putting their pride on the line. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to get cooked out there.
No one out there just moving around, going through the motions.
Nobody wants to
millions
get
of people watching.
Nobody wants to get cooked out there, and they be doing that at the USA basketball clinic or whatever it's called. Man, they be going after it.
They go after it. So I'm gonna ask you to name me like two or three matchups you would want to see in a one-on-one All-Star weekend.
One-on-one?
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh. I would go D-Book and Tatum.
Ooh, I like that.
I like that.
Who you got winning? Three dribbles.
I'm not about to hold you. I'm not a Tatum fan, bro. I'm not a Tatum fan.
What is it about him?
Inconsistency.
Okay.
Like, he has those big games and stuff like that. He'll give you 40, 45, or whatever. But then on the weekends, but the weekdays, bro, he'll get you a solid 15 20.
What bad shot like?
I'm personally a Jaylen Brown fan because I mean he's a two-way defender. I mean I think Jaylen. I mean obviously he's a two-way defender and scorer as well. But I just like the way I feel like personally. Jaylen Brown is a little bit more consistent, but I don't think he has the role Jason Tatum has, so he's not really put in the spotlight like that. Like Jason Tatum came in to you gonna be the face of this franchise, right, exactly. And so like I think Jaylen Brown is kind of that wingman in a sense, Batman and Robin, right. I guess. But I personally like Jaylen Brown more. I guess another one I would like to see. Oh man, Steph and Dame.
I think I got Dame winning that.
Dame?
I think I got Dame winning that.
Whoa, the Warrior fans are not gonna like you after this.
Dub Nation, I'm sorry. Yo, but look, I heard this is my case for Dame.
Okay.
If we looking at mindset, bro, I got to take that into account, bro.
Okay.
With the bag, we gonna say a bag on the line too.
Yeah.
A bag on the line too.
500,000 on the line.
500,000. Let's give him a mil.
Okay, cool mil on the line.
NBA can throw that little. You feel me? But on top of that, it's the audience. It's the viewership. People are watching, and just how Dame is constructing his career with being loyal, maybe sometimes a little too loyal to the Blazers. Mm-hmm. But having that chip on his shoulder that never went away.
Right.
Steph is more of a carefree, fun guy. You know what I'm saying? Out there trying to get injured.
I heard you. I can understand that. Yeah. I can understand. He's not gonna really bring that dog out.
He's not gonna bring the dog out. I don't think he is.
Yeah, I like that. I'll probably go for Dame too. Yeah. I think he's a little bit more of a one-on-one. Yeah. A one-on-one scorer than Curry is. Like, yes, you know what I'm saying? Curry gonna hit that jump from deep. But I mean, I think when he has to put on the floor, like he isn't as efficient as Dame is to get to the bucket or get to his spots and stuff like that.
With 3 dribbles too.
With 3 dribbles, yeah. We're not running around some screens, right? Yeah.
No, a less common matchup that I would love to see, bro. And I've posted this on my matchup Mondays. I think maybe once or twice. Mm-hmm. But it's a big man matchup. Okay. Big man matchup. Embiid or Joker. Who you got?
I go Embiid.
I'm an Embiid guy.
I'm an Embiid guy. I like Embiid. I mean, I feel like Joker has the more overall game as far as passing and just efficiency. 3-pointers and stuff like that, and getting everybody involved. But I mean, Embiid, the past month or two, insane. He's been going crazy.
He's really looked like 2K30 out there, bro. Like that don't even come out yet, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's been crazy, bro. And obviously he's been one of the top players for quite some time, but I feel like he's just turned it up a notch. With Ben Simmons, got the Ben Simmons dilemma and stuff like that, and then. He's trying to figure out what he's going to do, who's going to be there at the trade deadline. He's just like, forget it, bro. I'm just going out and going crazy, and it's been working for him. So, I mean, now that he has Harden and stuff, that's just going to open the floor up even more for him to go ahead and do his thing. So
you think having that extra distraction of Ben Simmons being on the team, and obviously that whole media fiasco, that plays a part into a player's performance on the court?
For the other players or him?
For Embiid.
I think so. I think because it's like he has to go to, instead of talking about the game, he has to talk about the dilemma with Ben Simmons. Right. And obviously there's going to be some locker room tension and things trying to figure out is he going to play this game? Is he not going to play this game? When is he coming back? And that messes up rotation. Right. And then so I don't think it has too much of an effect on superstars and stuff like that. They're going to go out and get theirs. Right. But I think it is a little bit of a distraction as far as on the court. And, on the court and off the court, as far as answering questions. I mean, they be in the media 24/7. You know how Embiid is. He constantly on Twitter. He go throw a little joke everything that's going on and stuff. So, but I mean, I guess everything worked out for the best. So
for sure, bro. Yeah. For sure. I know back in the easier time, bro. When in middle school, obviously, when we was back in there hooping, we didn't have no media or nothing.
No media, bruh.
That can break shady.
Bro, I don't even in middle school. We probably just cracked Instagram, bruh.
Bro, I didn't make my IG until.
Nah, you know what it is? What? I don't think IG really came on until I think it was my seventh grade. Because I remember making that joint in middle school. I was making that joint.
You was probably in class I'm about to go all of them.
Bro, that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
bro.
Crazy.
Instagram, bro. And that kind of goes back to what the dunk contest thing I was talking about. Just seeing all those, the influx of videos and highlights. Mm-hmm. I think as viewers, we're kind of desensitized to these cooler dunks. You know what I'm saying? And I think like some of the guys that are able to do that, they don't want to go out in there and do that because first of all, if they don't complete it, it doesn't look as cool. They know you seeing that the highlights of them not doing it on, right. on IG,
that just
Twitter.
takes the air out of the crowd.
Exactly, bro. For sure, bro. But yeah, like I was saying, bro, back in middle school, bro, I think everything was just easier. I think for me, looking at basketball, it wasn't anything. It wasn't a business. It wasn't a business, bro. It was just going out there and hooping, and for the love of the game. You know what I'm saying? For the love of the game. I know for my situation, bro. At certain point, I started to look at basketball as a business, as a way, as an opportunity, rather than just for the love of the game, which is how I kind of grew up with it. And that kind of happened for me in 10th grade, but I just missed the purity of the game,
right?
Like, do you kind of have a same experience with that?
I think I do. I mean, I don't feel like basketball really got political until I got to high school, and I didn't understand it. You know, being in middle school and playing basketball, all you wanted to do was just make the team. You know, seventh, like you couldn't. I don't think we could play in 6th grade, but we could play in 7th and 8th grade. Yeah. So I remember we used to have. You remember we used to have the student teacher. Hey,
bro, them jokes were too funny.
Too hype, bro. I remember 6th grade. Oh man, this is bringing back some memories. I remember 6th grade. The student teacher basketball game is starting to, about to come up soon. Right. And then, the teachers are kind of, talking their stuff and stuff like that. Right? Stuff. Oh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I remember, we was in the game or whatever, and they put me in. I was like real live nicked. I was nervous. Because everybody, this is the first time me playing in front of actual friends. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Usually we playing in Christian youth, you know what I'm saying? Little AAU games, it's not the same. Like you playing in front of family, friends, stuff like that. So I remember I think I came down, passed it off. I got it back. I don't even know. It might have been you that passed me the ball. I'm not even gonna hold you. It might have been you that passed me the ball, and I shot like a middle three, and that joint banked off the back and went in. And the crowd, wow, oh shit! Hey yo, that was crazy, bro. Like I mean. Because we had, 8 games? 7 to 8 games? Yo. And then we had, the rivalry game right at the end versus Banneker.
Right, bro, there was one... Was it both years, bro? I know I got suspended for one game. It was the Farquhar joke, though. It was the Farquhar game.
Wait, and I was playing.
Yeah, it was my 8th grade year, bro. I was super nicked. I don't remember what I got suspended for. Possibly, knowing me, maybe talking a little shit to some teachers. I'm sorry, I don't know. But... You know what? We gonna see it. We gonna say it was that. We gonna say it was that.
I definitely remember that because I got a lot more PT that game because of you, bro. I remember that game.
Yo, I was sick because that was my 8th grade year, and I knew a lot of people on the team, bro. There was actually this dude. Do you remember Kevin McDonald, bro?
I remember the name.
Tall. It was a tall white guy. He was nice, bro. He was nice back there. I think he might have went to good counsel for a year or something like that. But around that time, he was getting a lot of buzz. And I'm not going to hold you, bro. Like, we played on the same AAU team. And I'm like, yo, I really want to fry this dude, bro. I really want to fry this dude. And then also, shout out Nas B. He went to, I believe he went to Farquhar, too. He used to hoop. He was a good little point guard, too. So I kind of knew.
He went to Blake?
Yeah, he went to Blake. Yeah, for sure. So I kind of just knew some of those guys from around. We had mutual friends that didn't hoop, but yeah, bro. That was the one game, and it was away, bro. Like Farquhar had the Jones back in the day. That was my mindset, bro.
Hey, yo, yeah, Farquhar
that was my mindset
bro.
back then, bro.
Farquhar did. Hey, bro, I got a story for you, bro. I got a story for you, bro. I remember. Hey, this is bringing up so many memories because I don't be remembering basketball stories until I start talking about it.
Right,
you know
bro.
Because it's not the first thing that's on my mind.
Right.
So I remember it was in practice they used to cut it in half, cut the thing in half. Right. So they had cheer on one side, so we had to use one half of the thing. So I'm like, all right, bruh. So we doing a 3-man weave or whatever. This is mad embarrassing, bruh. We was doing a 3-man weave, cooling or whatever, and I got the ball. And I laid the ball up. Do you remember what happened? I laid the ball up and I farted.
I do remember this joke. Yo,
hey, bro.
Hey, yo, and that wasn't no solid joke. That joke said. That joke was like wild. If I ain't gonna hold you.
Yo, that.
I think you might have shit yourself. I think you might have. I don't know, bro. I don't know if I'm recalling that.
Hey, bro, and like you was the only one that really like said something to me, bro. And you was like, oh no.
Yo, that was bad funny, bro.
And then I remember for like a week or two straight, bro, you started calling me farts, bro. I was really embarrassed. I was embarrassed walking the halls, bro.
Hey, my man, fool. Yo,
hey,
that
funny.
actually, bro. You lucky you just farted on yourself, bro. You remember when? You remember when Paul Pierce, bro? He got in that wheelchair.
Yeah.
He shit on himself, bro. Yeah. He pooped on himself. Did y'all know that? Y'all didn't even know that. Paul Pierce. You know what? It's cool because you know we ain't even. I'm gonna Paul you the truth. You know what I'm saying? But yo, Paul Pierce really shit on himself.
Nah,
bro.
I remember that. Nah, that could have been, bro. Practice, bro. I would have been walking straight to the locker room.
All right,
bro.
yo, I put a hammy, yo.
Nah, but that was funny, bro. I think my 7th grade year. Did we go undefeated?
I think we went 7-1.
I think we lost. To Banneker.
Yeah.
I think that was our last game because we was always like 7. We both were always like 7-0 or something like that. And I mean that was the final. Because my 8th grade year we lost to Banneker again, and that was kind of crazy. And then, but that was like the first time like I got recruited sort of kind of by Coach D, bro.
Word.
Yeah,
Okay.
he was all in the stands. Hey, you coming to Springbrook, right?
Come to Springbrook. Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'll be there, bro. Not for long though, bro.
So what happened at the at Springbrook, bro? You wasn't really messing with it? Or?
Dang. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I feel like I wasn't given a fair chance to really hoop. I feel like a lot of things that happened weren't really right. I feel like I dedicated like all my time, like and everything. Like I remember me and Falou, shout out Falou, we used to be up in that joint like right before like hours before school started, working out on the gun, this and that. And I feel like I really pay my dues and for real. Right. So, dang, this is a crazy story. I don't want to get all into it, but I remember my sophomore year I wanted to try out for varsity, and he didn't let me. So he was then he didn't let me. Then he found out that I was mad, and he let me. But then like obviously he already had an agenda, so like I already knew I wasn't gonna be in there. But I was cooking in the joint, so I was just like so. But then I was like, you know what? I was talking to my dad about it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dang, you know, I think it is best that I play, you know, JV and like kind of be, you know, somewhat of like a captain star, whatever it is. And then I wasn't captain. Like he didn't allow me to be captain of the team. So I felt some type of way about that. And then I was an MVP when I had the best year, and I literally led the team in all the categories.
Oh, wow.
All the categories, and I was an MVP. He gave me like Mr. Hustle Award or something like that. Okay. I was just like, all right, bruh. So then, fast forward to like summer league. I'm like, you know, okay, like summer league, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even getting no burn. Like it's like freshmen that are playing varsity, like which I feel like I'm better than. It's not. I'm not even getting no shot to play in the game. And like every time I would get in like the last 2 or 3 minutes, you know what I'm saying? Like literally like score every single time, you know, do what I have to do and stuff like that, get us back in the game. And then he'd take me right back out and put that. I'm just like, so it came to a point where I was like, man, I got to transfer, because I feel like if I'm not transferring, I'm probably just not going to play basketball no more, because like he's taking the fun out of the game for me, because it's like I feel like I'm not getting an opportunity, and I feel like, you know, with the politics and everything in that, I just didn't want to deal with it. So I remember I was like, all right, let me go to Paint Branch, you know. So Paint Branch right at the street from me. So at first I was trying to go to Blake, but then Blake was outside of the consortium. Yeah. So I was trying to team up with Kobe. I was trying to go over there. Okay, yeah. And then I was like, okay, so I was like, man, I'll take anything right now. So I applied it for PB. Got denied like 2 or 3 times, bruh. And I was feeling discouraged, bruh. Like mad discouraged, bruh. And it's kind of crazy. I remember I was sitting in church one day, bruh, and I was with my dad. We was at some little conference or something like that, sitting down, and he came over and he started like praying for me about like, about like the situation and stuff. And I just remember just like crying because I was holding so much in, you know what I'm saying? From like the politics to feeling like unwanted to feeling like all these type of feelings, not getting a chance, all that type of stuff. And like, so I just started crying and stuff like that. And I was like, dang, like I just kind of felt like all of that release. And then the next day, he was like, we need to pray for your coach. Cause it's like, it's not about you. And it's like, hopefully he can like if it's going on with you, it's probably going on with other people. So hopefully like, if we pray for him in a sense that we can kind of like open his heart in a sense and kind of,
situation for
for everybody. Yeah. And then that happened. And literally the week after I got accepted into Paint Branch. And so then we ended up we lost. And then my record against Springbrook, I think was 5-2.
We're okay.
5-2. So
you'll see how that worked.
Yeah. So it was 5-2. My senior year, we won. We beat them in the playoffs. We lost to them in the playoffs. My junior year, I had a good ass game. We lost to them. I told the fans, bro, I was like, we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back. This is that. Came back, went 3-0. The next year went 3-0 against them. Dusted them off the floor, and then we ended up losing in the regional finals. To Perry Hall, which was kind of a crazy game, but that's a story for another day.
Right. I think I knew someone who went to Perry Hall.
They had a stacked squad. I'm not about to hold you. Like
they had some left-handed dude. That
yeah. I don't know what they're doing anymore, but I mean back then they was both like 6'8" twins or something like that, bro. Yeah, they was the truth. I'm not even about to hold y'all.
Right. All right, bro. So I got a question, bro, because if people who don't know, I went to St. Andrews in Potomac, Maryland. When I first got there, bro, like they was telling me to come play baseball just to steal the bases. You feel me? Like it was a lot of white people there, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it was some coming from Bray Cheney and just like my friends from outside of school I was not like necessarily accustomed to at first. You know what I'm saying? And the game environments were
a lot different.
And my question for you, bro, was kind of how was playing in that high school public school environment?
Man, it's probably one of the best feelings in the world, man. Like that's why I'm not saying I'm against private schools, but I don't feel like I'll put my kids in a private school just to be able to play in front of the people that you go to school with every day that are like invested. I mean, we had like school pride. Everybody was coming to those games. You know what I'm saying? Then you got them coming out. And then you got like the whole community behind you. Like everybody in the neighborhood was coming out to see me. Like my barber was coming out to see me play. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it was just crazy, that atmosphere. Like I really wish I could relive that whole thing. I mean, it was packed nice. I wish I could have seen myself in third person. You know what I'm saying? Just to see like how everything was, because I mean, it's like the atmosphere. I mean, you got the cheerleaders, you're going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Especially you having a good game. Then the next day, everybody talking about it. Yeah. Lil Jon. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything. You know what I'm saying? It's, especially fast forward into college. Like, the college I went to, it was, like, more small. So, like, I mean, I had, like, how was it kind of the mentality for you being like high school and not really, because y'all didn't really get too big of like, I know you probably like the upper games, like y'all, you know what I'm saying?
Right, for sure. Just at first, bro, we weren't getting any real like huge fan support, bro. But when we started winning, I would say towards the end of my sophomore year, that's my first year on varsity, junior year, the year we won the championship, we had an established fan base and an established excitement in the school, but it was earned, bro, because it was not established when I got there. And shoot, Austin will tell you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yo, and they loved Austin, bro. They loved Austin, bro. They was coming in the games for Austin. You know what I'm saying? My JV year and everything like that. But yeah, just at that level, bro, it was smaller. I missed it. I definitely thought about transferring from St. Andrews a few times, bro. And it was just because culturally I was not mature enough to understand that, yo, this is what the world looks like. This is what the world looks like. This is there's a lot of benefits. I grew a lot there. Right. And I initially I was trying to run from that, but I guess when I got to when I got to college, bro, it was the kind of like the same game type environment. Because Binghamton, when I started up at Binghamton, we wasn't winning. We wasn't won like 5 games in the whole year. You know what I'm saying? But the obviously it was a little bit better because it was college. You know what I'm saying? It was a better college, but a lot of the townies came through. It wasn't a lot of the people at the actual students.
Yeah. Kind of the same with my experience. Yeah.
Okay. And bro, so that must. But did you have to, I guess, like change how you feed off energy in the game coming up your freshman year? And
for sure, yeah, for sure. I mean, going to 4A, 5A school and like everybody like just being there from, you know, community to friends to teachers to family. I mean, and then going to a small Division III school, like it was crazy. Like there'd be some days like we would have to like right after New Year's. We would have to come back while nobody's on campus, and we still have games we gotta play because we still in season, and it'd be real live like 5 people in the stands. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like you just gotta feed up. But I feel like that's kind of where AAU kind of helped out a little bit because AAU, like depending on where you went, obviously like if you went to the bigger things, like there's probably more. But I mean, I never was on like a really big AAU school, like a big AAU team, so it was more like local and stuff like that. So I guess but I definitely had to train my mind to be like, man, we just gonna have to feed off of each other. Like that's the only way.
Right.
But I mean, my first year we weren't no good, so we wasn't really getting, unless it was like the bigger games, like the conference games, we wasn't really getting nothing anyways. Right. So we were, like you said, like we had to kind of start winning in order for people to come out and people be, you know, really excited for us to come see us play because our first year I think we won like 4 games and like. We had one senior, so like you know, ain't nobody really we wasn't popping or nothing like that. It wasn't until my sophomore year we made some buzz. We started we went to the playoffs for the first time in 25 years and hosted a playoff game for the first time in like 20 years. Reverse that. Right. And then winning a playoff game. It was the first time in 30 years. So it was like we was making history like throughout that. And then, you know, junior year was kind of the same thing. We went back to the playoffs, ended up losing again. And then senior year, COVID. So I ain't really get that opportunity. Sheesh. So,
bro, so how did throughout all those years, bro, I'm curious, bro, how did your mindset did it evolve? Did it stay the same? What was your mindset towards the game of basketball?
Oh man, I think I was actually talking to Corey about this. You know Corey. I was talking to him about like having this like God complex in a sense playing basketball, but that didn't happen. Like I was that way, but I still had doubts. And I remember my senior year in high school. Well, my junior year in high school, I was like supposed to be like the main guy. You know what I'm saying? Like coming in, cause like I had a great junior year, and then senior year I realized I laid an egg, bro. Like I'm not even gonna hold you. Like I laid it. I don't know where it came from. I think it was just me being a little bit worried about, you know, where I was gonna go to school. My coach was like, yeah, you got people coming to the game, like you got to play well. So I think with that, and then I was also having some family issues with you know some of my family members dealing with cancer and stuff. So just a lot of different mental obstacles I had to face going into my senior year, and it made me work harder. But like on the floor, it was just not translating. But shout out to my teammates. I mean, shout out to my teammates for, you know, picking up the slack, and we ended up going to the regional finals anyways. I still had my good games here and there, but I was expected to be, you know, the man, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, you know, I was averaging probably 11, 12 points. Like that was like all my offers were stripped away. Like, nah, all of it was gone, bro. All of it was gone. And so I think that kind of, and then going into my freshman year, after I committed to Washington College, going into my freshman year, man, it was kind of a change for me because I was a guard. Right. So I was like I was coming in like 6'4", but I was skinny. Yeah, like you remember me? I was real skinny. So I was coming in, it's probably like 6'4", 160. like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So obviously I didn't even have the frame to really even be on a higher level, but I had the skill set.
Exactly.
But coming in, we had a whole bunch of guards. So he was like, hey man, we have a whole bunch of guards anyways, like you're gonna have to play forward. Like, okay. Right. I didn't know that I was gonna be playing the 5. Yeah. So I'm down there, man. I'm down there battling every day. Like, the day was 6'8", 6'9", 260.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, so, but that just taught me how to play inside. Mm-hmm. So then the next season, I gained like 25 pounds. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so like, but I was still kind of restricted to playing that role. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And I was having a lot of conversations with my coach and stuff like that. Like, hey man, this is not the way I play. I'm gonna do what you like. Obviously, I'm gonna do what you tell me to do. But I'm like, this is just not my game. So you're gonna have to be a little bit more patient with me. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, it was a struggle, and it wasn't until my junior year where things really started clicking. You know what I'm saying? He was giving me a little bit more like free reign.
Right.
I was be more confident in myself. Like the summer league, I had a real good summer league. Like back home with one of my coaches. So like he really instilled like a lot of confidence in me to kind of going back in my junior year and just kind of like do really well and stuff like that. So I ended up getting all conference. Like off conference awards and stuff like that. So, okay, let's. How would you? This is a good question. How would you describe in 3 words your college career?
That's a great question. Unexpected, concussion, and I would say. It was probably written. It was probably written, bro. And I'll say those, one, because obviously concussion, that is the biggest word that had to do with my basketball playing career. It's the reason I'm not playing right now, and it's just a reason why I had a lot of problems on and off the court. And unexpected, obviously, because I didn't expect going into that, but written, I say that because I still think God's in control, bro. I think like there's been so much I've learned and developed and found out about myself and others through those injuries in the game of basketball that are still shaping me, my mentality, my personality, and just how I look at myself and how I look at life. Yeah, man, just my career, bro, because honestly, and I'm not big on rankings, bro. I'm not big on rankings because I never just coming up around here, bro. There's hella bump out here.
Yeah. Everywhere you go.
Everywhere you go, bro. If you can play, you can play. I never really gave like a care about rankings.
Right.
I was always the type of had the mindset I wanted to go at people with rankings, but I was actually surprised when someone told me I was ranked 13th in the state coming out of high school my last year on ESPN. So that just having alone, like just saying like, oh, there's people actually out here watching me. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to go to the next level. I wanted to play overseas, if not get to the league. I always thought I was going to get to the league. But obviously it didn't happen like that. And there's been so many ups and downs along that road where I've had to like kind of take a step back and look at them for what they are and try to get something out of them instead of putting blame into the situation and putting too much like, I would just say put too much pain into the situation, bro, because should a concussion hurt regardless? You know what I'm saying? I don't need to, looking at it, my head's going to be rocking regardless, so I don't need to give myself an extra headache about how everything turned out, bro. But
do you feel robbed a little bit?
Bro, who was I talking about this with, bro? It was my sister, bro, and I just told her kind of about how I felt with basketball and kind of with life, bro, and she started crying. She started crying. I teared up a little bit myself. I ain't dropping her, but you feel me? But I do feel robbed, bro, because I felt like I worked so hard. I worked so hard. I've given up a lot, and I did a lot. I worked hard, not just for me, bro. Right. It was for my people. It was for like my family, and I was thinking about the future, as in like not my family just now, but setting up a family. And I always related that to basketball. And it kind of goes back to the point I was telling you about my mindset changing about basketball. I think God has blessed me with the game, and they've meant different things along different stages of my life. Like I would say, going back to 7th grade, playing middle school basketball, and even before that, that was just a gift. You know what I'm saying? Just a genuine love of the game.
Yeah.
I would say 10th grade, I started to realize, like, yo, that's when I realized, like, if you're going to go to college, then this is the way. Like, you have to get a scholarship. So at that time, bro, my sister was in 12th grade. I saw all that stuff that she had to do, and like the money it was taking to get her there. And I knew for my situation, bro, it was a scholarship, or like you might have to go get a job. You feel me? So I was like, yo, I'm hooping. I'm going to college. I started getting in the gym even more, and that put an extra burden on me. I think it put an extra burden on me to like really like hoop, really work hard. And that's not a bad thing, but it took the love of the game away. And every year it started doing that more. And it's not until right now, bro, to really where I'm seeing, yo, I really still love this game. I still want to go out there and hoop, even with all the 6 concussions. That's stuff I've been through, mentally and physically because of them. I still would want to give myself to this game. And it's something I gotta pray on, bro, because I've looked at it both ways, as in, yo, you have to take this as a sign. And so, yo, God has been blessing me with other things. Like I've said, I've learned a lot. This whole Jersey Talk stuff has came through results of not being able to be actually on the floor. So I have a lot of blessings that came through the injuries, but I still have to decide if I really want to put myself back out on that court. So I would say it's a long-winded answer, but those would be my words to describe my career. But I don't even know if my career's over yet.
Yeah.
I mean, I think. Yeah, bro. That was a good ass question. I got in my bag for a second.
Nah, facts. I mean, I feel the same way. It's kind of being robbed, just with the whole COVID thing. Not being able to play my senior season. Right. I mean, we had exhibition games, but I mean, the exhibition games was 5, so we ended up going 4-1. But I mean, this is something that everybody wants to have. Right. Their senior season, kind of like to show everything, like all the progress in a sense. And me alluding to my senior season back in high school, which I laid a dud on. I was like, I was even more prepared, and so I was like, here I am coming in, now being somewhat like the captain of the team, like paying my dues, this and that, and I feel like I've always played the game the right way. Right. I feel like I never took no shortcuts. I never took any handouts, you know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't ranked, you know what I'm saying? Right. Like I was literally there was only a certain number of coaches that was really down for me, bro. Like I wasn't, nationally spotlight, nothing to that, but I just always put my head down, was always working. Definitely. But nobody else was around, and I mean, with the whole COVID thing, I mean, obviously there's other people that, have been deeply impacted way more than I have, you know what I'm saying? But, it just feels like, I feel robbed a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Not being able to play my senior year after something that I feel like I was owed at least, Right. And I thought about, still playing and stuff like that. I went to, after that, I still had a little bit of footage from the 5 games and stuff like that, so I was sending that around. I had some chances to play overseas. I went to a pro combine. Then I was like, I don't really feel like doing this right now. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the whole COVID thing. I don't know if I'll go over to another country. They might shut it down again. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm stuck over there. You know what I mean? There's a lot of ups and stuff like that. And I also had, my job, that was already kind of solidified as well. So I was like, dang, do I want to? It's kind of this this kind of crazy notion is do I want to pursue a dream? There's more risk, or do I want to kind of take the sure thing and be able to provide for my family, it'll be more suitable for my career, my future family, and things like that, and being close to home and making an impact in my community, things like that. And that's just the decision I had to make. I mean, obviously it was a hard one. I mean, I feel like for both of us, like it wasn't really like ever about like money, and that, or fame, stuff like that. It was just about playing basketball, like just loving to play basketball, bruh. And like I always still like every time I'm like away from it, when I get back on the court, it's like man, it's the best feeling in the world, man.
It's like a high.
It's the best feeling in the world, man. I was playing this little winter league. And man, like, I mean, I wasn't doing great, you know what I'm saying? But it was just the fact that I was on the floor, you know what I'm saying, playing. I mean, I don't even got time to really hoop like that no more, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got the 9-to-5 job, and then I got, you know, I'm doing YouTube, I'm doing content creation and stuff like that. I got different dreams I'm trying to pursue other than basketball right now. So it's definitely hard to close that book. But I feel like it's always reopening, and I always find, you know, certain ways of where I can like contribute, whether it be on a basketball court or not, you know, being in the basketball world, you know what I'm saying? Like us talking about this. I know like I'll be in some summer leagues and stuff like that. You never know. We might get big and start, you know, be in a celebrity all-star weekend game, you know what I'm saying? So you just never know. I mean, we both young, man. We trying to figure it out. And we just never know what God has in store for us, you know what I'm saying? And how he's going to use basketball. How he's already used basketball and what he's, you know, still going to continue to do, because he knows that it's a big part of our lives, and he knows that we're never going to fully be away from it, because it's like he knows how we really feel about it. I mean, there's people out here. I had a teammate that was like, man, I just play basketball because I'm just trying to get girls. Like, I'm just trying.
There's a lot of dudes like that, bro.
He literally told me, he was like, I'll sit on a Division I bench for all 4 years if I can just be on the team. Bro. See, and there's people like that. Some people just do it for the money in it, but it's like, you know, it's nothing like playing with people that really love the game, and, you know, being around people that really love, like, you know, just the art of it, you know what I'm saying? And like, for sure. And there's so many stories that go into it. I mean, there's so many like ups and downs, roller coasters that shaped us to the type of people that we are today. Like, I would be so different if I didn't play basketball, you know what I'm saying?
Super fact. Bro, I don't know where I would be in life if it wasn't for basketball.
Right.
Yeah, man. Basketball has made me look at first of all, it made me stay in them books. It just made me stay on the books. I just met a lot of great people through basketball. Right. Built a lot of meaningful relationships. And then just the ability to kind of sustain those relationships, you know what I'm saying? And then it's very like you said, ups and downs, bro. And then, so how would you say, because you talked about both senior years, that had to do something to you mentally. What would you think that the result of missing both of those seasons kind of compiled to, like, for you? Did it, like, because this is how I look at it. A lot of the times in my life, it's been like a cycle. Things have been happening in cycles, and I try to learn from the past experience and bring it into, you know what I'm saying, the present or the future experiences I'm having. And it sounds like you kind of went through a similar thing. I'm wondering, what is like one takeaway, I guess, mental takeaway, you know what I'm saying, that you kind of gained from not having those experiences, or just overall being feel like you being robbed?
I think to control the controllables. Okay. I think that's the main takeaway that I kind of took away from it. I mean, obviously, with whole COVID, things like that, you're not going to be able to control that. That's not something you're going to be able to do. But I learned so much through that time about myself, growing in that time, you know, where it was just like we was on lockdown, you know what I'm saying? Like, just trying to figure it out. And like, you know, I would be like just still like working on my craft, you know what I'm saying? They took the basketball courts off the things, like, you know what I'm saying?
That was foul.
But it's like I just had to be more creative. We had to be more creative in trying to figure out how we was gonna play and stuff like that. And so I mean, just controlling the controllables and just stay ready, honestly, at all times, because I didn't know what was gonna happen. You know, I didn't know if he was gonna come back and have a season. I didn't know if they was gonna scrap the whole thing. I didn't know if we was gonna have some exhibition games like we ended up having. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know if they was just gonna postpone the whole entire thing into next year. Like, there was so many possibilities, and so it was just about being patient and controlling what you can control. And I was just to continue working hard and stuff like that, and just trying to still continue to be the best that I could be in all options, because I just didn't see it as just also a senior season. I saw something, like overseas pro basketball, things like that as well. So I wanted to make sure I was in shape for that as well. And also still had that extra year of eligibility,
right,
you know what I'm saying, man?
All
all it takes is a couple weeks for me to get back in shape, man.
But you might want to hit up a coach or two, you feel me? You might want to hit up a coach or two.
Yeah, but
bro, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Like, that sounds like, I love your mindset, bro, but when that COVID hit, bro, I ain't gonna hold you. I wasn't doing a damn thing. Bro, this is literally what I used to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? I used to. This was stupid, bro, because I told you I had mad concussions. I didn't do any cardio, bro. I would go BS for a part of the day. You know what I'm saying? Do like 2 or 3 2-minute rounds of sparring with my mans, and then go back to BS for the rest of the day, bro. And I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like I didn't love basketball at the point, but at that point in my life, bro, like I was just I had a lot of other mental stuff. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't focused on basketball like I should have been, and that's a story for another day, bro. Because that's a story for another day. I mean, because it gets deep, bro. It gets deep. I think I just verbally told somebody, my roommate, how I felt about not this year, but the year after that, after the COVID year. Bro, I honestly felt like I folded. I felt like I folded, bro. For people that, and you, bro, you know me, like I'm not the type of I think I've had my fair share of adversity through life, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to sit here and say like I'm the hardest dude. Like I know I'm not. I've never tried to be like that. But in situations, I know I was able to, you know what I'm saying, pull through. And that year, I did not do that, bro. I didn't just with mentally, I was going through. I had to take a step back from the team. It was probably best for me and the team. I was getting in some
sticky situations.
Situations within the team, bro. Like I'm not even gonna hold you in full disclosure, bro. The last time I was with the team, it was actually my roommate. Hey, shout out my man's Ra. Our point guard, our best player. We was in practice, bro, and I had just missed the practice the day before, bro, because I had an anxiety attack, and then I came the next day, and my coach could already tell like I was still on edge. And everything like that. But I was playing really hard. Harder than everybody else on the court, because they obviously had been playing and stuff like that. And I was just trying to get some steam off. I had a great defensive sequence. I was looking out there like Robin, bro. I got a steal. I got a block. I got a rebound. So I'm talking my shit now, bro. I'm talking my shit, right in the practice. And then we go to zone. And they start running the plays on the other side of the zone where I can't really affect the defense that much, right? So they hit like 2 shots in a row. And after the third shot, like, it was like a quick catch and shoot. And our wing didn't bump back. So I'm like, bro, I'm getting the ball out the hoop. I catch the ball out the net. I'm like, fucking guard somebody. You know me, bro. I know. I'm throwing the ball at the wall, bro. And I'm just like, fucking guard somebody. And then our point guard, and I was talking to the defense. Our point guard, who's on offense, was like, bro, chill out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if you gonna do that, and I was like, basically, long story short, he said, yo, you gonna do that, then leave. I said, nigga, what? I walked out the gym, bro. Like, I walked out of our practice. We had a bus ride right after practice to go to a game. I grabbed my stuff from the locker room. I drove back here, fool. Like, I drove back to Maryland, bro. Like, and that was the last time I had activities actually on the team. And my coach knew I was going through some stuff before that, because I had communicated that with him. He, you know what I'm saying, he knows what it is. Bless Coach Crum. He's a great coach. He's good with all that stuff. But, yeah, man, I just let too many outside forces that didn't have to do with basketball kind of weigh on my situation. And
Damn, I just told the whole world. I just folded, bro, that one time. But I ain't gonna do it again. You feel me? Nah, but yeah, bro, that's some real shit. That's real stuff. And then that's something I deal with, like, to this day. Because this year, I didn't play because my body did not let me. Physically, I tried to get back out there. I was training. I was still having headaches. I was still throwing up. And it's just like, bro, I got the concussion when we played in that little summer
You
game.
did?
Yeah.
I think I remember you telling me that. Yeah.
Yo, my head don't feel right. So I rehabbed and all that stuff, bro. But just because of the multiple concussions, I was still like throwing up into like December, getting headaches until December, and I just at that point I was like, yo, like my head is not rocking. I was tired of doing the in and out every day, like coming in there, throwing up, going back with a headache, throwing up, going back with a headache. Y'all was like, yeah, it's clipped for me. And at the same time, my trainers were like, yeah, Ty, you know what, 6 concussion, like you might be up for life. Like, so I was like, you know what, yeah, I'm good, bro, I'm good.
Yeah.
But yeah, bro. So that's really what happened last year, and I mean that just kind of goes into my whole my mindset about mental health, bro. That stuff is real, bro. That stuff is real because before the concussions, I never thought, and it's crazy because people in my immediate family have mental health issues, bro. Bipolar and anxiety, all that stuff, bro. And I never looked at it like, yo, that's gonna affect me. You know what I'm saying? I play basketball. I'm 6'8". I'm black. I'm a black male. I look good. You feel me? So like, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, I don't got nothing to worry about.
Right.
But I mean, that's not obviously, you know, that's not how mental health works.
Right. Now I feel like that's kind of, I don't know if like the mental health part, but as far as like, you know, kind of being like a little steamy, a little hothead, that's been in the books.
That's been in the books.
But I wanted to kind of go a little bit off that, like, where do you kind of think that kind of stems from? Is that just you being very passionate about the game, or is that just like all this stuff from the whole day? It's like, man, now I'm getting it off on the basketball court. Is basketball kind of like the outlet? Because I mean, obviously you're not no like hothead like now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, as far as like you know, like just in a social setting, chill. Like you ain't like, man, I'm ready to steal off on somebody. Like you're not like that. Exactly. But I know basketball can get, you know, obviously it gets a little heated and stuff. Like I had my little scuffles and this like that. So I just wanted to like talk about like that, and then kind of like your growth and how you've first like seen it, and then been like, okay, this is kind of what I want to work towards, and if you've made any good strides with that. How's that been?
That's a great question, bro. I would say like you know, I've always been a little bit of a hothead. Always been a little bit of a hothead, but I would say I had to really focus on it and work on it through the years. I know one time I actually got thrown off of a team from PTS Pistons. That's why I left. Coach Brian Bobo, another great coach. I didn't even realize it. I did realize it at the time, but not for what it's worth now, bro. But he told me, like, as a black man, and it's something my dad would tell me too, but like you can't be like letting them see your emotions like that. You can't let them see that they got you. And it came to the point where he no longer wanted me on the team because I was just having so many hothead outbursts, like just like mouthing off, like just being angry. You know what I'm saying? I also think that kind of stemmed from trauma without it being discussed and it's kind of normalized. I think that doesn't just happen to me. I think that happens to a large population of people. So just build up is definitely a thing. But now, this is like going back to the concussions. I think the concussions has worsened that in a way, but has given me so much insight and brought me closer to God, where I need those two facilities to help me, you know what I'm saying, stay calm. And I can have a better outlook on why I'm angry and try to unpack that. If it's rational, if it's irrational, then it's just a feeling. You don't move on it. And I try to tell myself that. But I mean, obviously, I still have some points where like I mean, it's not. I would still react. You feel me?
Like, I feel
it's a growth thing.
It's a growth thing. It's not like Rome wasn't built in a day. Like, you know what I'm saying? So.
But I'll tear that bitch down in a day.
Hey, that's a crazy quote.
That's a bar. You feel me? You feel me? That's a bar. But nah, that's real live, bro. It's being slow to anger, bro. I don't even know what verse that's from, but it's.
I think that's a verse about love.
Yeah. Exactly. But yeah, bro, that's just, those have always just been stuck out in my mind because it's something that I know I have to do. I know I have to continue to work on too as well.
Yeah, that's a kind of going off of that. I mean, I didn't really deal much with like anger, but as far as like I've always kind of needed peace in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like a lot of stuff is always like being thrown at me sometimes. Right. And so sometimes I just be asking God, I just need some peace, man. You know what I'm saying? I just need peace. I just need peace of mind. The last couple years, you know, just kind of been not all over the place. I'm not gonna say that, but you know, just a lot of unsure moments. I mean, we got graduation, we got COVID, graduation, job. It's just like this whole time where it's like we're just really growing up, you know what I'm saying, and we're being placed, taken out of that bubble of college and being placed right in the real world
in a hectic time.
Yeah. I mean, I I graduated in May, late May. I went to Jamaica for a week, literally right after. Went home after that joint, packed my bags and went to Jamaica. Went there for a week, had another week to myself. And then after that, I was in a 9-to-5 job. And I've been in that joint for almost a year now.
That's a quick turnaround, bro. How did you deal with that? Like, how did you mentally prepare yourself to switch all those?
It's hard, bro. And I say this all the time. Like, it's very hard thing to being a college athlete, you know, and having some goal that's like, and loving what you love and doing what you love to do every single day. And being around people that are riding for you, doing all this stuff, like walking around and stuff like that, and you know, just being on a college campus, you know, not really having too many cares in the world, but I mean, you got basketball and studies, that's all you got to worry about, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. To going now, and it's like a major shift to like sitting down, because I'm a computer scientist, so I'm sitting down 8 to 10 hours a day just right in front of a screen. And so I'm like, so I'm training my mind. Cause it's like, okay, I got to figure out what's my goal. You know, I'm very goal driven. I'm very purpose driven. So it's like, okay, what's my goal? And right now I'm starting to figure out what my goal is and what I want. But I haven't really got that yet. So I'm still trying to figure that out. But it's just hard. It's hard. It's definitely hard. And I still have those days where it's like, man, I'm not trying to sit down right now. Like, I'm trying to go hoop. I'm trying to do something, walk around, something. Like, I don't want to be confined to just this computer. You know what I'm saying? And although I'm very thankful for what I'm doing, I love doing what I'm doing. I love my team and the company that I work for. But I'm such an active dude. You know what I'm saying? I'm an active person. I play basketball. I'm in the community. I host food drives. I'm here. I'm there. I'm hanging with friends. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, all of that is kind of shut down, and I'm kind of, in a sense, being confined to a 9-to-5. You know what I'm saying? But I have to figure out, okay, what's going to be my outlets? You know what I'm saying? Where am I going to make that time to where it's like, okay, I have this specific time to where I'm working, but after that, what am I going to do? Am I going to go home, be tired, and sleep for the rest of the day? Or am I going to be like, okay, let me start doing stuff that I want to do. Let me start doing content creation, what I like to do, go to the gym, you know, play some ones, play some threes, you know what I'm saying, get my mind off of, you know, and start activating my mind in certain things. And I feel like once I kind of got in that mindset, it was like, I still want to do the things that I want to do, because I felt like a 9-to-5 was like restricting me in a sense, but but I'm also kind of restricting myself with having that mindset. I feel like Dr. Umar with that, right? Hey, I'm not gonna hold you, bro. Hey, okay.
You said Dr. Umar though.
No.
Yo, he funny.
Yo. Hey, I don't know where that came from, bro. Yeah. But but yeah, I really felt that way because it was like, I was trying to figure out my schedule and stuff like that. So I wasn't, for the first like 4 or 5 months of me working, bro, I would literally come home, take a nap, huge nap, and then just be like on FaceTime, hanging with friends or whatever, like for the rest of the time, like, and then literally just do that cycle over and over. And then I was like, I came to a point where I was kind of getting depressed because I'm like, I'm just not active. Like I feel like I have no purpose. I feel like I'm not doing anything. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm not doing anything that's impacting people, you know? And so that's when I was like, man, let me start like just training my mind to really start doing things that I love to do and really like pushing it out to people and seeing where it goes. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we're both like, we're young and we're trying to experiment things. Like I've experimented a lot of different things, like YouTube. I did music a little bit. I did, you know what I'm saying?
We were supposed to get on the track, bro.
Bro, I haven't done music in a while, bro. I still be writing, but yeah, but like, yeah, like when I was kind of like depressed, I wasn't doing nothing, man. I was like, and it was also because I was kind of fearful too, because I wanted kind of wanted people to, how do I say this? I don't want to see that I'm like really was searching for validation, because that's not what I really was doing. But like, okay, you're on a basketball court, you know what I'm saying? There's a certain level of validation that you get, and there's a certain level of what's the word? Satisfaction that you get from playing well, or you know, doing good, or like you get that internally, but you also get that externally. And so now being in the job that I'm in, it's like, where am I getting all of that? You know what I'm saying? I'm not used to that. You know, I'm not used to finishing a project. Like I finish a project and I'm like, I'm just glad that's done. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, oh, great job, this and that. You know what I'm saying? And I may get that from my bosses every now and then. But for the most part, it's like, okay, what's the next task? What's the next task? What's the next task? And so once I started really switching my mindset to, okay, let me start thinking of my job as kind of basketball, and being like, instead of looking at it as like, oh, I just finished that test, like, dang, I really finished it. I really can do this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I really can do this, blah, 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 and start making goals for myself, and how can I, you know, better improve in certain areas of that, you know what I'm saying? And then off of work, how can I improve, you know, with other things, what I'm trying to do, like YouTube, like content creating and stuff like that, and just also just having genuine conversations, because I feel like even when I'm at work, I'm not having a conversation like this. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. It's just me confined into this cube, and I'm, you know, working on my stuff. So that's why I really enjoy, you know, being able to talk to people and stuff like that, and really like understanding where people are coming from and stuff like that. And I feel like, I mean, we haven't talked in a while, bro. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's always is like great to just catch up and things like that. But yeah, that was long-winded. I don't even remember what the question was.
Bro, I got another question for you though. Okay. Just because off that, what you said, bro, I think, and something for you to just think about, bro. You don't have to necessarily answer it right now, bro, but just knowing the type of person you are, bro. Knowing that you're spiritual as well. I'm sure you do. You like your job, bro?
Yeah, I do.
You like your job?
Yeah, I do like my job.
Okay, that's good. But also, bro, I'm thinking don't try to get your purpose mixed up with your job, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, purpose and career can be two totally different things. Right. Your purpose is God given. Right. I think you God's given you the ability to interact positively with a lot of different people. Right. You feel me? I think you have a big heart. You know what I'm saying? Maybe try to combine those two with a career. I mean, obviously you got the IT job. I'm sure that's gonna set you up for a nice career financially as well. But like you said, sometimes you can be confined, and you have so much more to give to the world, bro. Like to the community. There could be, you might want to look at something, or maybe even give more time to the things that you love, bro. Because at the end of the day, everything that you love is positive. It's not just for yourself. It's for others. You know what I'm saying? So that brings light and happiness for other people as well as yourself. Right. So maybe there can be some way you can combine your purpose, and if you feel like that could be part of your purpose with the career, bro. Because I think you're gonna do well in whatever you do, bro. Because that's just the type of guy you are. You're blessed like that, I believe. But yeah, man, I think you got a lot of good other stuff going for you than possibly just IT. Right.
Yeah, and I definitely agree with that. I understand that, you know, it's a process. Right. You know, I'm still growing and figuring things out on the way. You know, I've been with this job less than a year. You know what I'm saying? So, and I definitely enjoy it, and I definitely enjoy the way it pays too. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it's also how am I using my free time? Am I using it just for BSing around, or am I actually like using it for like things that I want to do and stuff like that, and want to make an impact in? Because I feel like at the end of the day, consistency in everything will get you to a certain level, but also you have to be good at what you do at the same time. So if you combine those two, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, it's going to take some time. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody, like, I mean, you think about it. I mean, yeah, there's some people that just like that. But even in that, people have been working hard for it. And they don't care about what people have to say about it. They drop, like, Drewski. Drewski been making videos for how long? He been making videos for dumb long, bro. Trey Rags, you know Trey Rags? Nah. Oh, he was a red shirt dude. You know what I'm talking about? Okay, yeah. He been making videos for dumb long, and it's like you just never know when that opportunity is gonna happen. But you just gotta just continue to do what you love to do, and people are gonna see the genuineness within everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you just gotta trust and believe that God has a plan for you at the end of the day. You know, and all things are working in your good. You know, if you're continuing to, you know, do the right things and serving him and you know, building a path for others to be able to lead also in a positive light. So, I mean, like I said, we're both young, still trying to figure it out and things like that. And I know for you, it's the same. We're kind of in the same boat a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You getting ready to graduate, trying to figure things out. I mean, you got the Jersey talk going on and stuff like that, and you've been mad consistent with it and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's just all the process, bro. And you just never know. You never know when that day is going to hit. But when it does, you gotta be ready for it. But that's where the consistency comes in. Because if you've been consistent all this time, you're gonna be ready for it. That's facts. You know, if you was just like a one hit wonder, you might not. You know what I'm saying? It might not. And that's why you get those one hit wonders, and they don't. Why don't they? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Facts, bro. So it's just, I mean, that's the main thing I've been working on as far as, you know, content creating and my YouTube. Like I was like taking breaks here and there, like. Unsure and anxious and fearful, and finally I was just like, man, forget all that stuff, bro. I'm just gonna go after it, because I was like, also like, you know, with public perception and stuff, you know how that goes, man, especially in the DMV. You know how it is, bro. Real judgmental, bro. Real judgmental. And don't be supportive. And don't be supportive. Nothing, bro. Like, I see you sitting there watching some of my stuff, or just like reposting and stuff, bro, or like just let somebody know, like, yo, continue doing what you're doing. Right. Like, give somebody some encouragement. But people acknowledge. People will see it and acknowledge and not say nothing. Word. You know what I'm saying? I've noticed that a lot. There's been a couple times, you know, I just ran into somebody, blah blah blah. We chopping it up. Oh yeah, man, I watched that last YouTube video, man. Keep doing your thing. Right. I was like, bro, I didn't even know you even knew about that joke, bro. I didn't even know you knew about that stuff, bro. And it's like, but it's like, it's also with, it's just like, you just got to put your head down and keep it moving, bro. Right. At the end of the day, you just, people are gonna notice. People are always gonna be late to the train. But it's like, if you doing what you want to, what you love to do, and you don't care about what people think about it, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, everybody trying to make it. Everybody trying to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? And so you just got to get out of that mindset to where it's like, oh, what if they think of this or something like that? Because I used to be like that. I'd be like, dang, what if I post this? I don't know if they're gonna like that. You know what I'm saying? Right. But it's like, it's not about them. It's about me. Because once they see the genuine and authenticity behind everything that I'm doing, and they see that I'm being consistent, I'm really striving for it. It's just like basketball. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see the proof in the pudding when you step on that floor with somebody. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're gonna see like you're gonna see how hard somebody work when you step on that floor. Like rankings and stuff like that don't matter. This and that don't matter, bruh. So yeah, it's just kind of just taking that basketball mindset and applying it to different areas of your life. You know what I'm saying? And also just keeping God in everything, and just continue to pray on everything. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot of times we kind of get into spirituality. Like, so I feel like a lot of times we kind of get too busy for God. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, I mean, I've been like this too. I mean, I'm not excluding myself. I mean, I feel like sometimes I'm just like, I'm not even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then that's when I had to like really bring myself back into it and be like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like all these things are still working. I'm still living. I'm still breathing. Right. I'm still making things work. You know what I'm saying? Like some people ain't wake up this morning. You know what I'm saying?
Bro. That's fact.
And so, like you just have to take every day as like a blessing, and that like God has you on this earth for a reason. And no matter, it's our duty to figure out what it is for. But He'll reveal it to us if we stay true into what we believe in and what we put our heart into, you know. So yeah,
bro. I feel like as long as our hearts is pure, bro, we keep putting God first and keep putting the work in second. There's no telling what we can accomplish, bro.
I know, bro.
And that's not just us, bro. I believe that for everybody, bro. Like in their own lane, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I definitely think that we're gonna be able to do good shit, bro.
Yeah, bro. Man, that's kind of crazy, bro. Cause I've been thinking about this too. Like, we think about all these rappers. Like, for the most, social media. I could go into a whole bunch about social media and things like that. We're not gonna do that, but but I'm taking a different